Okay. Um, I'm gonna talk about this first. Let me lower down the volume a little bit. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is kind of about the story. So there is spoilers. I'm not gonna talk about the whole thing, I don't think. But with Mafia, I feel like, you know, at the end when he talks about family, not family, when he talks about friends, money, and jobs like come and go, but family is always there. That's like the theme of the story. But not the mob family, just like family, people that is actually your family, you know. Basically, the theme is basically, what is it? Like, what is the what is it called? The meaning, uh, blood is thicker than water. That's what it's. That's what the theme is. Blood is thicker than water. That means your family, it will be there forever. I don't know about the friends and stuff, but your family will always be there. Unless you got a mess up family. Ain't say nothing about that. Unless you got a mess up abusive family, I'm not sure about that. I'm gonna go for the free ride. I think I unlocked most of the cars. Huh. I did enjoy. I actually was looking at Game Boat review for a little bit to see what he talks about, and I like his review. I mean, Gaming Boat. That's what it's called. Because he talked about he talked about like the gameplay. I don't think he talked about the story like that, but he talked about the gameplay. I did experience glitches with mine too, and I had to like email the company about it, and they said that I have to put my console into safe mode, and I think I had to either restore my stuff. I didn't, not like restore as in like factory mode, because that would erase everything on my console, but like just restore. I forgot what it was, but basically I had to put it on safe mode and rebuild. I think it was rebuild the database or something like that, and then started working. It mainly was the sound. It wasn't like graphics messing up really. It was just the sound, like the music sound when I got to the racing part, when I was racing the people in the racetrack. That's when it started. That's when it had started, and then it still, after I got it working, after that, like once I got finished with that mission, and it was like a party or whatever, or congratulations since I've won or something like that. That's when I wasn't like hearing the music again, and I kind of like kept going with the gameplay. I kept going with the gameplay because I heard the music for a little bit. I was like, well, it's not that important. But then I couldn't really hear the sound like after that still. And so that's why I emailed the company before I keep going about it. And then after that, I think it did well. After that, I think I got that completely fixed. This is the big behind bus. Ooh, I know this thing goes slow. Let me see. Oh yeah, it does go slow. But dang, I forgot the name of the video. I'll name the video after. My thoughts on Mafia and my showcase predictions, the PS showcase predictions, because it's at 4, but I'm trying to end the stream early because I want to see the MBG streaming thing. I always look at this YouTuber named MBG. and he talking about a PS card giveaway, something like that. I do have like a little bit of money on my thing from Christmas from my cousin that she gave me. I'm gonna use that for Spider-Man Remastered. But I don't know. I'm gonna try out that for the PS card thing. So I decided to just do this quick review about Mafia. But story wise, the end, I expected that to happen. I really did. Like with his friend that betrayed them, like after they robbed the bank. I kind of knew something was up with him, like, cause for some reason at first I was like, guess he's okay, but he kept getting like in trouble, like close to death, in trouble, and they had to keep going and saving his life. And how he repaid him is killing Tommy friend, dang, what's his name? The one he helped rob the bank with, I forgot his name, but and then he tried to kill Tommy, and so I was like, yeah, I knew that. I knew he was gonna betray him. I knew it had to be somebody in the mob. Like once I found the dead body of the friend in the apartment, I said it got to be somebody in the mob that knew about them robbing the bank. And I said it got to be him, and it was him. And then at the end, I kind of guessed the end because it reminds me of that movie, Menace to Society. Like in Menace to Society, the guy is like about to move out the hood with Jada Pinkett Smith. I think she's in that movie. I think she's a girl in the movie. And she had the child in the movie. And why he got killed was because he didn't want to. I believe it was because he didn't want to take care of the child. That because it was the baby. The baby mama came by like earlier, and he like, I ain't got you pregnant, something like that. And right at the end, like when they was just moving, packaging the stuff, drive-by shooting came and he died. And that's kind of like the same as Mafia. The interest of Mafia, you can tell like Tommy kind of changed in a way, but he got like smarter. I feel like from when he started off as a taxi driver and then to the end, kind of. But he just didn't get out quickly because, once you get the mob boss in jail, they're gonna be out for you. You look like he was ready to die. And that's gonna be that's what I'm gonna put on the video, the screenshot. I'm gonna put that on there. But this PS Showcase. I actually typed the games that I actually screenshot it though. Let me see. Let's see, where's that? So the first one, let's see. Oh, why did I save this? Well, the first one I'm gonna say about what I added to. I added the whole trap. You know what? I don't think I saved the guy. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so there was this person on another site. I'm not gonna mention what the site is, but another site. It wasn't YouTube, and he mentioned that I guess his predictions was like he wanted to see Spider-Man 2, Ghost of Tsushima 2, Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay, Silent Hill 2 remake, Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. I never played that game before. It was like a PS3 game, I believe, I think. And then what I said was that, like, I looked at the list, but I was like, let me add to this. So I said The Last of Us Fractions, Astrobot, multiplayer game, Wolverine gameplay, Castlevania remake, Twisted Metal reboot, GTA 6 announcement gameplay, PS5 console revised, or PS5 Slim, or Pro. And then the PS5 console cover is like theme based or franchise based. When I say this, I'm thinking about like when I say theme based or franchise based, space. I'm talking about like Astro's Playroom, The Last of Us, Spider-Man, Sackboy, all those. I basically put emojis by like a wow factor emoji for the console plates because I'm like that would be like a bonus for the showcase, and a new PS5 console. That's like a wow factor too. And then the other ones, the other four, has like it's like the thinking emoji, like not sure, maybe. So it's like Wolverine, Castlevania, Tristan Meadow, and GTA 6. That's like thinking emoji. Like, what? And then, cause that would be like the whole hour and a half right there, cause it's gonna be over an hour, that's what they said. And then indies, I don't know about VR games, cause I don't play VR games. But for indies, I mentioned Little Devil Inside. And I don't think these would count in indies, but I did say Wonder Woman gameplay and Unknown Nine Awakening gameplay because I heard about that game. It was like an Indian girl. This had to be back in 2020 or something like that for 09 Awakening. And the reason why Wonder Woman got into my head because that day or before that day, I was watching Wonder Woman. I went back and watched Wonder Woman, the first one, because I didn't really remember it like that, but. And then I watched the one that was new to me. It'd been out. I watched the second one, and that was good too. And I was like, no wonder they're making a video game for it. And so I decided to put that there. The Little Devil Inside. That was a game that I didn't thought I would be interested in, but now I am kind of interested in it for some reason. Like looking at more of the gameplay and stuff. It's like. Maybe I would be. Maybe I would buy this game. I don't know. But what I actually said for Little Devil Inside, that it needs a final release date. Whenever it's showed, it needs to say coming out tomorrow. That would need to say just coming out tomorrow because they show that game so many times and then didn't yet release. So that was my stuff that I put. There was another one I put like on YouTube. Let's see if I can find it. My top 10, Well, the first one I just listed was like predictions, kind of a dream kind of thing. A dream list on that other site that's not on YouTube. But my top 10 in particular order, said this on YouTube. I said, well, it's not in no particular order. But I said The Last of Us multiplayer, Ben Studios' new game, Little Devil Inside, and then parentheses I put final release date, and then GTA 6 announcement. Because that game has been long overdue, just like Little Devil Inside. And then the next one is Astrobot's full-length optional multiplayer game. Because I want a multiplayer game this time, because I heard some people mentioning about like this one person was like they played the game and somebody they knew says it's a multiplayer game, and they didn't do the multiplayer game yet. They did VR game. They did Astro's Playroom, which wasn't multiplayer. It was just like a little demo of the controller, how the controller works. And then, so the next game I said, of course, was Spider-Man 2. I put beside this the pre-order date. Because I'm not really sure, like, what they do for Spider-Man 2. Like, I want to see controllers. I want to see console plates this time. Because for God of War, surprisingly, they didn't have console plates. But they do have a LeBron James console plate thing and a controller. I'm not really sure if that's out yet, but it might be out. But this was on like the news article that was going to come out, and I was like, why didn't they did a God of War console plate? They did a controller, but it was basically plain. Like I hope they go out for Spider-Man, like Spider-Man 2, like do better with the controller design and have a console plates. But I really want to see that pre-order date for sure. But then next was Wolverine gameplay, because I always saw was the teaser. It Ghost of Tsushima 2. Ghost of Tsushima was an okay game to me. I almost gave up on it, but I really did like the combat of the game. I think I played, it's either with Ghost of Tsushima or no way. I played Days Gone after Ghost of Tsushima, I think. But I probably shouldn't have played those back to back because those two was very long games to get through. And I played them over the summer, so that was a good thing. And then Unknown 9 Awakening, put that on there. And then Hazelight Studios new game. I almost forgot about them. But I think this will be in the Summer Games Fest. Just like with Supermassive Games, I think that would be in the Summer Games Fest too. So I said Hazelight Studios new game, and then I said I don't know either that or a surprise, like some mascot thing or franchise-based console covers or the headphones. I really need to get some headphones. That's what I've been talking about. I really do need to get some headphones. Because it would be nice. Like, the headphones I was looking at was the H9. What is it? The H9, Sony H9 something. Oh, a Sony H9 End Zone headset. But it's like two things that's kind of make me not want to get it. And it's how expensive it is. And the fact that if it's that is oh, this thing is not charging. Dang it. You'd think it would be designed better for headphones. I thought it was charging. Hold up. The cord wasn't pressed on there. I surely thought this controller was charging. Okay, now it's charging. I really need to change to the other controller. But you think it would be designed better, like the H9 End Zone headset? Because the top part people was talking about on Amazon, like the top part comes off, like peels off the fabric. And so like, I don't know, but I do get protection plans for technology based stuff. But like I'll see, like I think I might make a part 2 of this video of but I'll have it like me riding around Mafia. Because I don't have time now. I do too. But yeah, I'm just like basically just mentioning all the games that I'm like my expectations, dreams, predictions, whatever like that, whatever you would call it. But it's mostly dreams and what I would like to be there. I know it's gonna be something new that I'm not expecting, but hopefully it's something that I would like, you know. But as long as Spider-Man is there, because I really want to see that, like at least a pre-order date or something, or Spider-Man, Astro, or The Last of Us Fractions. Either one of those would be nice. I don't think I've been in this car before. I gotta see which car I want to drive around in. Might try them all out. Let's see some new cars. I'm pretty sure I drove in that already. I think I did. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna I'll be back later probably, either after the showcase or another day, depending. Be like, oh, I like these games and whatever. But I'm gonna eat some fish and I'm gonna look at MBG streaming video on YouTube. Tune into the showcase. PS showcase is like at 4 for Eastern time, and I think it's at 1 for Pacific time, and it's like another time for another time zone. Like 1 p.m. for Pacific time, and 4 p.m. for Eastern time, and then there's another time zone. I forgot what it was. Well, hopefully we see something good, you know? Because Jim Ryan was talking about how how there is gonna be more PS5 exclusives. I would think so. I mean, because like with PS4, it's most likely going to end 2023 because each console seems like they stay for 10 years, and so by the beginning of 2024, it should be just PS5 only. And I know I'm not gonna get no PS5 Slim or PS5 Pro, but I think it's most likely will be a PS5 Slim because the PS5 now is like really, it's not heavy. Like at first I thought it was heavy, like when I was holding it, but I got used to the size. It was just the tallness of it, very tall. I think that's what's like holding it to be so big. The PS3, when I hold it out, when I first saw it, it was like at somebody else's apartment, and this girl, she had all her games outside in the apartment room. And she had a PS3, the one of the Xbox, I think it was the Xbox 360, something like that. And she had like PS3 games out there, and then she had a like it was a Genesis box and a little Genesis mini controller. I didn't see the actual Genesis. I was like, why she has all this stuff out in the living room? By the end of the semester, it was gone. It wasn't there at this time. But like, the PS3 is like really heavy. I think that's probably the heaviest console they made. Because the PS5 is like lighter than the PS3. That was the first time I saw a PS3, and I'm 24 years old. Almost 25. I remember the PS3 was like one of the consoles that I actually was wanting to get, but I ended up with the PS2 Slim. And now I'm like, now I know why I ended up with a PS2 Slim. Because the PS3 is like very expensive. Actually, it was a GameCube I wanted, but then I had to change my mind. I had to like change it, and I said PS3. But then I ended up with a PS2 Slim for Christmas. I'm proud of the PS2. I still go back to it every once in a while to this day. That's the highest selling console for Sony. PS5 might be next. That'd be something. That'd be a coincidence because the only two the only two PlayStation consoles I ever had was it was the PS2, that silver PS2 Slim I got, and the PS5. But I got to end the stream. I gotta come back later. I'm gonna talk about the showcase, and I'm gonna just do the free ride part of this. Oh, I almost forgot. One thing on Mafia with the shooting, the aim assist helped. Cause like when I got to the mission where I had to help the guy that betrayed them, I forgot his name. The guy that betrayed them, he was in the farm, and I was having a hard time with that. Like he was in the farm hurt, like, and I had to shoot off all the guys. And I kept messing up, and I was like, let me see if I can put this on easy mode or something. And I saw aim assist, and I'm like, what that was? And then I tried it out. I'm like, okay, this is better. Because it helped with the camera angle, like help you. You know how like when you try to shoot, the camera like goes up and down certain games and stuff like that, and then it stayed straight. And so it helped it with that, and I just kept it on high throughout the whole game, like just went on through. So, other than that, the gameplay is pretty good. The graphics are really great. I'm wondering why they didn't remake. I had to look it up. Like why I could like email them about it. Like why they didn't remake 2nd and 3. They did this remake after they did the 2 remasters for the 2nd game and the 3rd game. But they probably should have just did a remake. You know, they might put out a remake one day, like a whole collection of remake. But they probably should have been did that. Like after they did the remake of this, because this is like I believe it's like maybe 2019-ish game. Let's see. I gotta look up at it real quick. Might be 2020. When this game came out. Oh yeah, 2020 action adventure. Had a lot of games came out in 2020, pretty good, like Spider-Man Miles Morales, Sackboy, and Big Adventure, Overcooked It All You Can Eat. That got a whole remake. They got all two of the games on it. I think Moving Out was probably that was 2022. Moving Out. Um, Maybe House of Ashes too was a 2020 game. No, that was 2021. They put out something in 2020. Maybe it was a Little Hope. Oh, maybe they. Oh yeah, they put Little Hope. They put Little Hope out. That's 2020. And then this game is 2020. So there are a lot of good games came out. If you're getting ready for a PS5, if you didn't have a PS4 yet already. But I see y'all next stream. I'm ready to eat. Gotta eat lunch. Yeah.